Welcome to another edition of the Barbaco review series on YouTube. I'm Roddy Donegan and it's great to have you along. We're taking another look at the range of Andis clippers that I recently reviewed. And I do have a number of other Andis clippers which I'm also about to post. In your array of clippers at the barbershop, you generally have a bulk cutter, a neck trimmer, an edger, and then you might also have something along the lines of a cordless clipper that is quite fresh for an hour or so and then starts to sort of fade away because it's not charging and then you have to recharge it. But these clippers can be good sometimes just for a change. And also maybe, if you're getting some work done in the shop and you've got to turn your power off or something and you've got a clipper that's charged and doesn't require being plugged in, it's a very handy backup clipper to have in your array. So the first clipper that we looked at is the US Pro, and I was reasonably impressed with it as a general bulk removing cutter of hair. I guess it would appear to me to be ideal for fading, so that is starting with a longer length higher up the sides of the head and back of the head and fading down to a zero in and around the hairline and the nape of the neck. It performed for me quite well. I used it for several days in a row in my barbershop without using any other clipper, and it didn't fail on me at all. Occasionally, of course, I did have to oil it, and there is a point worth mentioning. With the US Pro, and like most electromagnetic clippers that you may or may not come into contact with, you have this power screw here on the side of the clipper. So other than giving the clipper a light and gentle oil, if your clipper is not performing like you should, or maybe you find it's sort of choking in the hair or not cutting as smoothly as well, give the power screw an adjustment. And what I would normally do, and for the purposes of this video I will demonstrate, if you turn the power screw in a clockwise direction until it starts to make a really loud noise, like so, and then just back it off, and then turn it off. Turn it back on, give it a bit of a wiggle, and at this point you'd give it a little bit of oil, just a drop there, and just a drop through there. Don't over oil your clipper, because by over oiling it you're actually going to end up with the opposite effect of what you're trying to achieve. So over oiling will clog in and around the blade, and your motor is not going to run, your blades aren't going to run as effectively as they would. But it's a great point to note that other than oiling your clippers for optimal performance, adjusting the power screw is of great benefit as well. So that's the US Pro general cutter. The only thing I would say about the US Pro is that maybe, and it's very similar to another fading clipper that I've noticed, the blades aren't set very close together. So its only negative is that edging hair when doing clipper over comb work probably isn't as perfect as if the blades were adjusted a little so that they sat a bit closer, the front and the back blade sat a bit closer together. I guess the reason that they're set further apart, and if you notice that when you open it right up, the blades are set a fair way apart, that it is ideal for fading. And it's not that it's primary purpose, but it is an advantage for this clipper that you can fade and fade quite well with it. And you could probably take the blades off and just set them a bit closer together, and then for me, there are no other issues with that clipper. Other than that, great cutter, cuts the hair well, and it certainly isn't the most powerful clipper I've ever used. No, it's not. But is it comparable with what's on the market in Australia today? Yes, it is. And you know, if all I had was this clipper in my barbershop, I certainly wouldn't be upset about it. It's a good performer. Moving on to a neck trimmer, another part of the array that's necessary to run a barbershop. Here we have the Slimline Ion trimmer, and I was quite happy with it. It brought me very nice sharp lines. I edged up a lot of haircuts in a period of 2 to 3 days, and I was very happy with it. I also like the cord or cordless operation, and it's, you know, it's ideally used as a cordless trimmer, but you know, when you charge it, you plug the actual cord into the base of the charger in which the trimmer sits, but you can also plug the cord directly into the trimmer if you want to. So if your trimmer isn't performing well and needs a charge, you can plug it in and still use it. So that impressed me and brought about a versatile nature to the trimmer that I liked. It also has a lithium-ion battery, which we spoke about in previous videos, and of course the benefit of a lithium-ion battery is the fact that it doesn't take long to charge up. An initial charge that's required for upon opening the box is only about 2 or 3 hours, and it does have a very slow discharge. So I'm a fan of the lithium-ion batteries, and that is another bonus for this clipper. It looks nice, it feels nice, it's light, it's sleek design, and as a trimmer, I was very happy with it. I also do a fair bit of hair art, and in putting patterns in people's hair, it did help me to deliver some reasonably sharp lines throughout those hair art patterns that I was creating. So once again, happy with it as a trimmer all round, not disappointed at all. For me, it was the standout of the Andis trimmers I've seen. The super liner from Andis, which I haven't reviewed in this series of review videos as yet, but the super liner from Andis is also an outstanding trimmer. If you do get your hands on that, it's very good indeed. And then finally moving on to the Ionica clipper, as we spoke about the benefits of having a rechargeable clipper in your shop for various reasons, other than sometimes it's nice just to use a different clipper. We could do 30 haircuts a day, and you've done 25 with the US Pro. It's nice to put it down and do a few with the Ionica just to change it up. But the other benefit, of course, as well, is that if you do have a power failure in your shop, or something's gone on and they've had to turn your power board off for whatever reason, you've got your rechargeable clipper on hand to do some work for you. So great little clipper for a rechargeable clipper. In a review video that I posted previously, we zeroed a guy's hair off completely, and it slid through the hair beautifully. Left no lines, didn't pull the hair, didn't chug, and it basically did what it says on the box, which is it cuts hair well, and it does do that. Once again, lithium-ion battery, so the benefits there, which we've already spoken about. So really and truly, nothing negative to say about the Ionica, because if you use it for what it's intended, it will certainly perform quite well. You're certainly not going to be using any rechargeable clipper all day, because really and truly that's not what they're designed for. They're designed for backups or for that change of clipper that you just feel like doing, every now and again. So if I had a barbershop and the only clippers that I could use were these three, I wouldn't be upset to have these three clippers in my barbershop. I'm Roddy Donegan. Thanks for watching the Barberco review series of videos on YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like our videos, and it'll be my pleasure to bring more videos to you soon. Thanks for watching.